Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome to a brand new Path of Exile 2 or PoE 2 video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about how you can have easier time in campaign, okay, just giving you 3 tips. Now, before we get started, I just want to say thank you. If you enjoyed this type of video, you can leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps a lot. Also, check out our stream every day, starting around noon, sometimes a little later, unfortunately, but do check it out. Now, with that said, don't apologize if you can hear the cat. He just wants to be loud today. Now, with that said, 3 tips, right? You want to have easier time going through campaign to get to the end game. So you can do maps, or bossing, or whatever you want to do. Now, when you start out the game, you want to be prepared, right? And one of the things is having a build, right? For example, when I started out, I didn't have a build. All I wanted to do was just bleed, and I picked the nodes that were associated with bleed, and they weren't that great, right? I didn't have a great time starting. Now, as you can see, is a massive skill tree, right? So going through YouTube or Mobilytics or whatever website, right, have a build ready. Now I'm doing Lightning Spear, which is one of the strongest builds, and I'm having a breeze. You can level with that build. You can level with bleed or as a lich or as a warrior. Doesn't matter. Just have a build and follow it, because if you are not experienced with the game, or even if you are experienced, you might not make a good enough build. Oh, I apologize. You might not make a build that will have easy time in a campaign, right? So make sure you follow a build. It's just easier. Now, for the second tip is do objectives. And what I mean by that, if you look at the quests, right, you have on the map certain different ones, like over here in Clearfell, Bay of the Rotten Pack, a mysterious campsite. Right, here's the Devourer, here's the Brambleghast, Tree of Souls, Arrogate, the Forgotten Witch, and Witch Hunt. Right, and each don't have those, extra objectives. Now, you don't have to do every single one of them, but you need to do some of them, because that will drop certain things. Right? They might give you a spirit gem, for example. Leave right here. Right? If you're in the hunting ground, you want to go towards the Phaethon where you fight King in the Mist. Now, you can bypass him, but if you do fight him, you'll get a spirit gem. And early game, it is massive, as well as 30 spirit. Now, over here in the hunting ground, you want to fight the Crowbell, right? Because he will give you a book that gives you 2 weapon points, which you get 2 passes. Ritual Altar is not necessary. Dryatic Ritual is not necessary. A good place to find it is in the macro. I will have a link to that place with it, with where it says which area, which things give you points, or give you, for example, like 10 fire rest or 10 cold rest, 10 lightning rest, whatever. But doing these objectives might not seem like a lot. Oh, it's only 2 points, but it's huge. It's allowing you to get that notable or keystone faster. Or in terms of spirit, it might allow you to run Combat Frenzy or Herald of Blood, Herald of Thunder, or whatever faster, getting you a little bit extra buff. As well as getting 10 more resistance. Massive. Or in terms of like Act 3, excuse me, believe where Venom Crypts, right? You get Venom Drought. In the first time you complete when you're doing the first time the Act 3, it might not be as huge, but when you're doing it the second time on crew, it can be massive. Because you can get plus 10 casters, and casters is hard to get. But doing these objectives is worth it. And also, some of them now can give you Artificer Orbs as well as other things. Now, a third tip is to upgrade your gear, right? Because you're going through the story, doing those objectives, you have a build, upgrading your gear is massive. When I started out, I had a ring in both of my slots that was level 10, and I was level 40, right? It had crappy stuff because I couldn't find it. But if you have gold, you want to go to a specific vendor. For me right now, it's Alva, but in each zone, it's a different one. And you want to do buy or sell. And over here, you can kind of gamble, right? If you don't want to do that or have enough gold, anytime you level up, the vendors inventory reset. So you want to go to them and check it out, right? Oh, there's this spear or this wand or whatever is massive improvement for me, or even a little bit, it's still helpful, especially for melee weapons, right? Because the higher level, the higher their stats, right? For example, like this staff, quarterstaff, sorry, is 49 to 82 fizz damage, right? But this one is 45 to 94, right? It's only a small difference, but it could be huge, right? Because also the attacks per second could be different, critical hit chance could be different, all of that could be different. So checking out the gear and upgrading as much as possible will be massive, right? Also make sure if you do pick up gear, or if you play SSF, right, or hardcore SSF, or even softcore SSS, to pick up as much gear as possible, blues and stuff like that. And if you have the currency, try to craft it. If you don't, you can sell that, sell those items, especially blues, to get a little bit more gold. For rares, if you're playing an SSF, I recommend just salvaging, so you can get regal shards, this little things, right? Once you get 10, you get a regal orb. It is really nice. Right? So just quick overview of the 3 tips that will help you have easier time is have a build and follow it. Don't try to make your own build unless you are an amazing build crafter, right? Because it might not turn out great, because I'm speaking from experience. Now, for a second, do certain objectives, and I'll have a link for the website that shows which objectives are worth doing and what they give. Number 3, upgrade your gear often. Now, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.